Good morning, Councilman Grove.
Good morning, Councilman Salters.
And good morning, Vincennes. I think we're getting back. After that heart procedure, we were off for a couple weeks, and we just didn't have that clinking. We're back and better than ever.
Definitely.
Another great week here in Vincennes. Fall is here, and it's been glorious. Like, I kind of like fall. I don't know about you. I don't like just completely just sweating when I get out of my car constantly. And as a football coach, this is nice weather to be out in all the time. And it's better for my big fellas.
That's right.
Better for my big fellas.
Yes.
So things are going great in the city of Vincennes. Still a lot of things to do. I just can't. There's just so much going on.
Yeah.
Every weekend, every day, you can just go out and enjoy things that are happening in the city of Vincennes. I mean, I know that I hit up parks all the time with my kids. Obviously, I go on walks around. There's so much to do. Obviously, tonight we got food trucks, and food trucks will be going on for
at least a couple more weeks, just depending on truck participation, and as long as the people come out and support them, they'll keep coming.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, it's one of the bigger events that obviously Councilman Groves, really big into. I mean, obviously he's the godfather of the food trucks. I think it's one of the better events that we do because it's not just about the food, it's not just about the music, it's about coming together weekly as a community, and that's one of the things that I do enjoy. When you think of some of these other events that happen, that's what it's about. It's not about whatever the event it does, it's about coming together as a community, and we've got one of those coming up in a couple of weeks, big music festival.
Yeah, I think it's the 16th, October 16th weekend.
And all their information's on their Facebook page.
Yeah, all that information is there. You can purchase tickets before, which is a much better deal.
Yep.
But man, bluegrass music all weekend long. They got yoga out there. Different food vendors are out there, so it's going to be a really fun time.
Yeah, so they had their first inaugural event 2 years ago, and obviously last year COVID kind of threw a wrench into it, and now they're back, and they've got a whole weekend of great music planned, food trucks, all different types of activities. So if you're interested in that, like Councilman Grove said, go to their Facebook page, take a look at that. If you're interested, go.
Yes,
I encourage you to go.
Definitely.
I encourage you to go. This past week, and tonight at City Council, we will be voting on our budget. Now, we spent a lot of time talking about this, getting input on this, and one of the bigger programs that I'd like to talk about today, and I want you to kind of kick it off, is our sidewalk program. So we've got a 50-50 sidewalk program. Councilman Grove, explain a little bit for us.
So it's pretty simple. The sidewalks in front of your house are your responsibility, but the city is doing a program, and we've done this for years, is we will pay 50% of the repair of the sidewalk. So it's an excellent program. It's a good way for you to save money getting your sidewalks repaired, and it's just a way to make our city a more walkable city.
Yeah, and that's kind of a key thing that we talked about too, a more walkable city.
Yeah.
And not only do we put this program out there, but we added a lot more money to this program, and with the willingness that if we do use that money, we're going to put more into it, because this is a program that really does improve the city. It makes it more walkable, easy to get around, easier for people to get out and enjoy the city, and those are things that we're looking for. And especially homeowners too, if they've got an issue, they can get it taken care of. Kind of an unsightly sidewalk. We all know those areas that have trees that have pulled up sidewalks or just cracks over time. And it's not only individual homeowners, this could be for businesses like right out here in front of Councilman Grove's business.
Yes.
You can use it for that as well. So we've invested more in that. And not only that, but we're also going to be doing outreach with that. So one of the key things that we do every year is our repaving program. So we're going to go during those times and talk with homeowners around those routes to see if they would like to get in on this program as well. So
not forcing, but it's just suggesting maybe.
And asking if they'd be interested into it.
What's really encouraging about this program is when I first started, the list was long. You would get on that list and you would wait a year, maybe 2 years to be on the top of the list. And we've cleared that list almost every year in the last few years. So if you've been discouraged before, don't hesitate to call the city inspector's office and get on the list.
Brad does a great job, and then he also keeps us informed of where the list is at. This is one thing Councilman Grove does ask almost monthly, is where we're at in the list. Now, and he does that too. If you know anything about District 1, there's a lot of sidewalks that do need to be improved in that area, because there's a lot of homes that are close together, trees. I mean, it was set up hundreds of years ago.
Yes.
That's the way the roads were set up. You put trees right in those areas. So there's a lot of sidewalk where you see those roots they've got underneath.
Oh,
and
they're
pulled those
mounds.
sidewalks.
Yeah, it's a step in its
So
own.
it's one of the things that's very important to him and me as well. And the thing is, as we've been on council, we've been able to add to this fund year after year. It's been able to continue to grow. The popularity of it has been able to get out there. So we're very encouraged by this. This is also things we talked about in our Walkable Cities program, is that we were going to add to this. And then we're going to do some outreach to let people know about that. But now also kind of teaming up with that repaving program and making sure we're hitting those spots. We really want to get out there and get those sidewalks improved, because that was one thing that we heard the most of is we want our sidewalks improved. And like we said, it's not going to be fixed in a day.
No.
But we're going to work hard to be able to continue to improve as we go along, just like we do our roads. And we hear complaints a lot about our roads, but we continually put these plans together and we're addressing them as we go along. And we're going to keep addressing those things, because we do know we've got a lot of sidewalks. We've got over 88 miles of road in the city of Vincennes, and we're going to continue making sure that those things are addressed. And I'm excited about this program. I know you are too.
Yes.
So those are some of the big things that we discussed. Obviously, we've got a balanced budget. All of our department heads are rock stars. Thank you very much, department heads. And all the programs, big and small, that we take care of, they're fully funded.
Fully funded.
So the nice thing about those things that to know is the city of Vincennes is a very strong financial place, and a very strong financial place. Do you have anything you want to add budgetarily?
No, you know, and you know very well that we've started on this months ago.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why we were able to do this all in one night and get everything done in just a few hours, because it wasn't just those few hours that we were working on it. We had several meetings leading up to this, so we were all well informed. And like you said, the department heads, they're so good about coming to us and letting us know what is going on and in their budget. So yeah, I just can't tip my hat to them enough.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And you know, I like to kind of prepare for things and get things out there. I mean, we started having our budget meetings as a council in January, so we knew where we were at. Department heads are working year round on this. So what you'll probably see is, you know, we'll keep our eye on it, but there'll probably be a month or two lull where you don't really just talk about budgets 24/7. But then it starts picking up towards the end of the year as we're seeing where our finances are and what we need to be able to spend, or what needs to be spent before the end of the year, or what needs to be back in reserves. And then once January starts, it's like, all right, where are we at? Where are we going? And what do we need to prepare for? And those are the things that we look at. So Vincennes is in a very good spot. You got to thank the department heads. I'm very thankful for a council that's very proactive in that, and the mayor's done a great job in that as well. So all of it, and probably one of the best. Kathy Lane has done a fantastic job in giving us information, letting us know where we're at. She's fantastic.
What a huge asset. Yeah, she's been a great addition.
Yeah, so other than that, like we said, obviously this is good news, and we wanted to make sure that we emphasize the good news that's happening in the city of Vincennes there. But if you've got anything else that's out there, there's going to be a bunch of fall events that happen here shortly.
You know, after a great weekend of events, we're a little short on events.
We're a little short
next,
and
I don't know what everybody's going to do this weekend.
That's okay. That's okay. We've had a lot of fun, a lot of things that are going on. I mean, hey, Friday nights you can always go to high school football. I can encourage that.
Do we have a home game this week?
We don't have a home game for a couple of weeks, but we'll be back, and then hopefully we'll host a couple sectional games, and that's what the plan that I have. So other than that, we hope you have a great week. Until then, see you next Monday.
See ya.